Hey guys, Jay here. Just a quick bench update. I had forgotten that I entered this 66 Chevy Fleetside pickup in the box stock build, so I thought I better get working on it here. And looking at the instructions and the parts and whatnot in the box, I didn't think it was going to be that long of a build, but it has taken me about 3 days just to get to this stage here, and it doesn't look like much, but I'll try to explain. For one, the kit's got to be, it's got to be an older issued kit that they've re-popped out. It says 2015 on the box, but I think that's when this reissued was out. But I think that's right too. When I was sanding, because it comes with writing on here, so I was sanding these off, and I think it said 2006. So I think maybe that's when the original was issued, was 2006. But yeah, that's just part of one of the reasons why it's taking longer. Is it seems like every piece has some kind of writing on it or propaganda or something on it. So, and even the box did, and it was right in the wheel well here, so that was a pain in the butt to get out. But I don't know, maybe if don't have the biggest hands, but maybe if you got smaller fingers you can get in there. But I had to use the Dremel tool and get in there and get that one out. And then just the injector marks are everywhere. Hood had two here, body's got them everywhere, the chassis had them everywhere. Seam lines just seem to be running everywhere and places they shouldn't be. But I had to keep checking the box to make sure it wasn't an AMT kit. And then just a lot of pre-assembly too that just seems weird to me, like how it wasn't molded as one. Like the hood is a 4-piece hood. You got your two sides and then your front and then the hood itself, and it just fit like crap. You got to do a lot of sanding and whatnot to get it to fit, and then a lot of cleanup to get it to look like it's sitting on there properly. But and same with the body itself, like the front body panel there, you have to glue it on. So when it took it didn't fit properly, and kind of see in the corner here it's still not that great. So being box stock, I don't know if you're allowed to use any filler or anything like that, so I've been trying to use a lot of the glue, the Tamiya glue, and just using it to kind of coax these pieces kind of into place and closing those gaps, and the glue works really well for doing that. And then sanding and going at it about it that way, it seems to be working pretty good so far. But and then yeah, there's just 2 injector marks here. You can see there's 2 injector marks there. I'm not too worried about those ones because the grill will cover that up. And then the firewall, you got to glue it on too, and big gaps in the corner here where the body is to the firewall. So again, just gluing it and trying to get it to fit in properly. Then you got the roof itself has to be glued on. Then you got the back piece has to be glued on again. Right here where it kind of does these angles down wouldn't fit properly, and just a lot of sanding and a lot of cleanup and whatnot, and then the crap load of injector marks there. And again, I'm not worried about those ones. You won't be able to see once you get the seat in. But yeah, I'm going for a weathered paint job on this. Is going to be kind of a farm truck, whatnot. So I've kind of pre-assembled, or I have pre-assembled the chassis here, and then I'll go back over it with some dry brushing and the washes and whatnot and stuff like that. So, but this kit, if you're looking at buying this kit to lower it even more, if you wanted to, it'd be super easy. It just sits on these blocks here, so you could shave these down a little more if you wanted, and lower it down even more. Lower it down a couple scale inches at least, probably even further if you wanted to go lower than that. But that's all that holds it on, is just those, and then you got your shocks, so you have to do a little adjusting to the shocks, or if you wanted to build your own. But and same with the front, same thing. They're just blocks that you can shave down or cut lower and get the front suspension to sit lower too. So super easy truck to lower. If you want to do that, if you want to go kind of more of a custom lower sitting rat rodish look, or any way you want to go. And then the box too here, these little pieces here got to glue on, and maybe it's just my copy I have. Maybe I got the first run of it or something, and it was just a crappy run. But yeah, they wouldn't sit on there properly, and then you had it fitting good down here, and then the body line wouldn't line up with the line on this. So I've got it fairly good now. Not too bad, I guess. There's still a little more cleanup, sanding and whatnot on it, and I was almost thinking of pulling this out of the box stock build just because it's, but we'll keep it in there and keep going on it. Keep plugging away on it. Like I said, it's just going to take a little longer and whatnot, but I'm getting closer to just running her through the bath one more time and shooting some primer on it. Just a little more cleanup here on some parts and pieces, and I should be ready to shoot some primer. The decal sheets here. Don't know if I'm going to use the box one here. I might. I don't know. I might go for something like as an old truck, but they replaced the bed in it. Or maybe try to weather up the bed. Just to try something, just to work on it. You know, I'm going to use the seat covers for it. I think that will look cool. Probably use the red orchard on the side. Weather these up a little bit too. Yeah, try to use. I don't use a lot of the decals out of the kit, so I'm going to try to use a lot on this one. Even though there's not a whole ton, but yeah, that's where I'm at, guys. So just building this right now and just throwing around some ideas to for the top 10 list. There's a lot of great builds this month in there, so watching all those this morning, and haven't got a whole lot of work or a lot of time down here at the bench, so but a lot of great videos coming out lately. So but yeah, guys, I'll get back to work on this and I will chat to you later. Bye.